Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm Jenny, and this is vlog number 5, I believe. It has been amazing vlogging this thing that I'm doing. I'm still currently working on the dress. It is Saturday and it's another busy day. I have to go to the nail salon with my sister and my niece and a few of her work friends in order to go get our nails done and just, prepping for the party and stuff. Making sure we look cute. We all need to be pampered de vez en cuando. Before I go and do that, I'm going to continue to embroider, and I think I'm going to push the cleaning of the house to tomorrow, and it's going to be a pretty deep clean, and then that way when family comes in on Thursday, maybe Thursday morning, I can just, darle otra pasadita, make sure that it's like clean. I know they probably don't care, but I care. And yes, I'm still a little congested and messed up because of the pollen, and the weather has been weird and I just haven't been feeling my best. So I'm really hoping that I feel better by the time it's the party. But I do want to do a little bit of a close-up of the embroidery that I'm doing onto the dress, just so you see exactly like what I'm doing. And yeah, kind of like when I was sewing, but this time it's embroidering, so it's a little bit more interesting and fun instead of me just going in and out with the same color thread. There's no more pins, so there's no more risk of it stabbing me and hurting me. Yeah, I showed it at the end of the last vlog of like where I am, but I'll show you again. So this is where I am. I haven't done anything to it. So this is all that I've done with the embroidery. It's all the way to the very top. This is like the back. So it's all the way from here. Those are the first few stitches that I made, all the way to the back. And this is where I am. So now I just have to, so this is one half of the dress. I just have to do this half. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. After I finish embroidering this dress, I do have to finish embroidering my son and my nephew's shirts. So cutting it pretty close. So I will start doing that. So lighting is probably not going to be the best, but because my room is literally like up in flames right now, everything is everywhere, I'm going to embroider here on my bed, and I hope that it's okay. Hopefully you can see everything, and hopefully it won't be too annoying. All right, let's do this. I'm going to do the coral first. I don't know why this one looks like this. I've literally been trying, like, these don't look like that. Like, I've literally been trying to like make sure that they don't like get all tangled and everything. For some reason, this one's pretty bad looking. I'm probably gonna have to like rewrap it. I'm just going to knot this side. And now on this side, I'm going to pull it through the needle. I know this is like kind of gross. I know there's probably a product out there that like, does this for you. But I feel like this has been working because this thread is a little thicker than what I expected. But I've been like licking the ends just to like make sure that it fits right and everything. So there we go. It's nice and threaded. So now let's go ahead and just start doing the thing. I think I'm gonna put one right here. And yeah, this one is gonna be one of these star ones. Pretty much start making a plus sign first. And then I make an X over the plus sign. Then, once it looks like that, I go in and I make a tiny X right in the middle. And it pretty much just like helps hold that together. Ta-da! I think I showed you last time, but I'm just gonna grab it and I'm going to my needle just twist it around 2-3 times. and then put it very closely to where I came in. Not in the same hole as where I came in, but like close to it. And then start pulling it through. Ta-da! And it makes a little knot. That is called the French knot. And then for this flower, I pretty much just go and do that all around. The first one that I do is like the center one, I guess you can say. And then I just go around it and make more knots. I just do these two types of flowers and I'm just changing the colors, and that's all I'm doing, because I don't want to take too much away from like the big embroidery patches, because like those are the really eye-catching ones. These are just little doodads. I don't want it to look like an extreme amount either of stuff just everywhere, so I feel like this helps tie everything together, because even though they are kind of similar colors and designs and stuff, just them being on the dress like by itself, like I felt like it needed something to like tie it all together. So I think the embroidery really helped with that. All right, so now I'm just gonna switch colors. I'm gonna get a new strand. I'm just gonna do a little flower patch right here. Try not to stab my own leg. Sorry, I'm like not talking whatsoever. Oh my gosh. Freaking 13 minutes of me just doing this in silence. Probably just hearing me heavy breathe. I get really like into embroidering. Like it just laser focus for some reason. I don't know. I'm gonna tie this one off because it's getting too short. And I'm not gonna be able to travel with this one. Grab the next color and continue. I taught myself how to embroider a few years ago, and I knew how to sew. Like, as you can see, like that's like the most of like my sewing ability, what I did here pretty much, which is like really simple. And I found like embroidery videos and stuff, and I was just like, oh, that looks like fun. So I bought like the materials and stuff, and I was just like, let's give it a shot. And I still have my first ever embroidery projects that I completed. I thought that they were cute, especially for like being my first attempts and stuff. And then I just, ever since then, like it's like something that I like to do. I wouldn't say like I'm like a freaking expert on it or anything like that, but I really enjoy just doing anything and everything. And it's very like vague, but it's true. Like I said, like I don't really just like gravitate more towards one specific thing. And I know like there's some artists that like they can resonate with me on that. There are some artists that like like they're like, I do one specific thing and that's it, I don't want to do anything else. And I think that's amazing, because it's like you know what you like, and like you may dabble here and there, but this one thing that you do, that is what you love, and like that's what you're pretty much like mastering. Like that's the thing that you want to master, and you are moving more towards that compared to anything else. And I think that's amazing. I love that. I want to get to like maybe a point of doing something like that. And like I do really love embroidery, but I also love crocheting, and I love painting and sculpting and everything. And it's hard for me to like be like definitive and like what I want to make, because for the past few weeks I've been wanting to do this. Like this is what I wanted to do. And then before this, I think what was it that I was making? Oh, I crocheted some bags, and that's what I wanted to make. Like, nobody's forcing me to do any of these things, but it's just something that I want to do. Like, this is a project that I want to do myself, and it's satisfying for me, and you know, like, it gives me something to do aside from just like being a stay-at-home mom. Because even though, like, yes, I am a stay-at-home mom, and you know, like, there's just a lot that goes into that alone, I'm extremely grateful that I'm able to, you know, do what I do. Okay, I think I'm gonna stop for a little bit. I'll probably continue this later when I get back home. My leg is asleep because I decided to do this on the bed. I've gotten this far. I am halfway done with this patch, pretty much, like this area, and then after this I'm gonna continue to move on to the rest. I will be back later. Got my nails done. Look at them, they look very cute. Beautiful. They match my dress. That's why I got them that way. The cottage core girly in my core is literally screaming. She is so disappointed because I don't think I've done black nails since like middle school. So I'm like, I don't really like this. I wanted it to match my dress, so it's okay. I don't know if I'm gonna go back and get a refill. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. But I did finish the dress. The dress is 100% completed. So here's the dress. I'm so happy about it. But yeah, it looks so good. In my opinion, I love how it came out. I'm so happy about that. And since it is Sunday night, my husband was working in the master bathroom today. So I was like, oh, I might as well just like work somewhere else. And I was looking at how to like design my son's shirt and my nephew's shirt so that they match and they look good. I just did like very minimal work, and I figured out the design that I wanted to go with, and I got my sister and my niece to confirm on, you know, if I should move forward with it, like, you know, just making sure that we're all on the same page pretty much. And they said yes. So this is what the design is going to look like. I love it. It's so simple. It's so like refreshing to like see it, and like, I don't know, I love it. So that's the design that I have to do. That was my son's shirt. So now I'm going to show you how I do it on my nephew's shirt. His is going to be a little bit bigger, so I probably won't finish as quickly as I did with my son's. But that's okay. I want to show you how I do it. So let's go ahead and get to that. I'm on the last few stitches of the last leaf. The way that I did the stem, as you saw, I came in here, did a straight line, and then I put tiny little stitches exactly where the leaves are going to be going. So I'm just going to put in the last few stitches, and then we can move on to the next step. Been a minute since I've had my nails this long. I remember going last year, like I would go for like my refills and stuff, like once or twice a month. All right, this is gonna be the last one. All right, there we go. That's it. sleeves are done. I'm just gonna tie it off and then switch back to the other green, and I just add a little stem. I'm gonna go back to this one. It's very little, so I'm probably gonna have to get the longer one to finish the job. So now I'm just gonna put them in here like that, and just go down to where I put this little stitch down here. And then I add another little stitch right here just to make sure the stem is anchored into the leaf where I want it. There we go. Now I'm going to continue that for the other hole. To be like really short. I want to minimize the possibility of it being itchy for either one of the boys. Alright, now I'm gonna move on to the flower. So the flower is white. I just go in, I do a lazy daisy stitch, make a loop, and you come back in with your thread, catch that loop, and I go into here. There you go. And I do 5 of these, go in a circle. Flowers look a little different from each other, so it's okay. Like I said, I'm not trying to go for perfection, so I'm just gonna continue to say that. So in here, I normally just do one big French knot. The French knots on the dress, I was just wrapping it around 3 times like that. But for these, I'm doing 2 more wraps. So I make 5 wraps and then I go in. Like pretty big French knot, big enough to cover the center pretty much. Tie this one off and this color's done. Next, I'm gonna start putting in the little stars. I have to go purple and purple over here. Okay, so the first one is purple. Exactly what I'm doing for every single star. After this purple one, there's 2 more colors that I switched to, and they're all going to have 2 stars. Okay, now we can go on to the other side. There we go. So there's that side done. And then this is my son's. I hate that you can tell that they're different blacks. Like this one's a little bit softer and like it's almost like a really dark gray. Definitely gotta see how they do in the wash. All right, it's Monday, the week of reckoning, and I'm done. I finished sewing my nephew's shirt last night. I didn't film sewing the second side because you already saw it. I already showed it to you. So I was like, I'll just watch Fallout and, you know, just speed through this sewing process. I finished around like 12-ish. So went to bed. Then this morning took the kids to school and had to stop by Walmart because I had to buy some groceries for the cakes I'm going to make. And it is currently 11 in the morning. I am about to start working on the cakes and stuff, start baking them so that I'm not like rushing or anything like that because there's going to be practices and, you know, for the performances. And then there's there's just a lot going on this week, so I don't want to force myself to like be under a whole lot of pressure. That's unnecessary. So I'm gonna show you the shirts. They look great. I love them. I love how everything came out. I am going to throw them into the washing machine, which I'm really scared about, but I mean, they need to be washed and, you know, like semi-dried, maybe hang dried for the last part of the drying process, just to make sure that nothing gets, you know, dañado or anything like that. And then I have to iron them to make sure that all the wrinkles are out. My nephew's shirt looks good. I'm covering the mic. I just realized that. Is this better? Yeah, so this is my nephew's shirt. And then this is my son's shirt. See, they match perfectly. It looks so good. Oh, my husband was like, "Where's my shirt?" And I was like, I mean, I'm not matching our daughter. So I was like, wow, like we're not going to match them. They're just going to be their own thing. We'll have black. He has, you know, like a black plaid shirt, and I'm going to be wearing a dress that has black on it. So we're going to match pretty much the party. And then this is the dress. See if I can like scoot over. This is what it looks like. Looks amazing. So I'm gonna throw these in the wash and I'm gonna get to work on baking the cakes because they need to be cooled by tomorrow so that I can stack them and then start the whole decorating process. Oh, it's a lot. There's a lot going on. Morning. Today is Wednesday, so there's a lot to do today. Today I have to cut all the cakes up and I'm going to stack 2 out of 3 of them because one is going to be a tres leches cake and that one I'll make tomorrow. I'll stack it tomorrow. Today I want to stack the buttercream cake so that it can firm up overnight and then I can decorate tomorrow. And I need to make the buttercream. I need to cut up all the peaches. I just cleaned the countertop, and while I was doing that, I broke a nail. Well, I fixed it, but there's like a huge crack like right here because there's like a corner right here where like the countertop like turns, and I was wiping and my nail went straight into the corner and it popped off and flew, I don't know where, but I found it. And thank God I had some nail glue. I glued it back on and then I had some gel top coat, so I was able to fix it so it's not super obvious that it broke. I've never had a nail break from this place before, like so recently, because it's literally, I got them done on Sunday. And for them to break, it's literally Wednesday. Like for them to break this early on is like shocking for me because I'm used to having them for like minimum like 2 to 3 weeks. And then like, yeah, that's when you start to see wear and tear. I'm clumsy. I get it. It was painful. It was scary. I mean, I just needed to last until literally Friday. So just last 2 more days. You can fall apart all you want later on. I don't care. But right now I need you to work. And I'm gonna wear gloves to like hopefully minimize the possibility of it popping off again. But anyway, that's besides the point. I just wanted to let you know that I had a little mini crisis this morning. Let's go ahead and get to making the buttercream, and then we're gonna start chopping these cakes up. I'm sorry for the noise in the back if you can hear that. My husband is still working here at the bathroom. Here's the butter, and I do something that I think it's called condensed milk buttercream. So I pretty much just take the butter and then it has Crisco and then condensed milk. And this way it is so fluffy and it is so good and it's not super duper sweet. So I'm going to actually make quite a bit because I actually don't know how much I need. This is the most buttercream I've ever made, because most buttercream cakes that I've made in the past, like they've been really small. So this is quite a bit bigger than I'm used to. I accidentally made butter like forever ago when I was first starting to get into cakes. I was trying to whip up the whipped cream. And if you know anything about whipped cream, you know that if you whip it up to a certain point, like whip it too much, it'll start to turn into butter. Pretty much, because it's just really heavy cream, you know? So that was a fun experience. Yeah, let me just whip this up real quick. Ugh, God. All right, that is nice and fluffy. I'm so happy I have gloves for this step because I've done it with like clean hands, and butter on your hands is probably the most disgusting feeling ever. I absolutely loathe having butter on my hands. So I got a half cup and a cup because since it's 5 cups of butter, I need 5 half cups of shortening and then 5 cans of condensed milk. So I'm going to incorporate them. Did I mess up? Hopefully it's gonna be okay and it's not gonna be too much. All right, I'm gonna do the half cup first. Oh, piece just flew. The one thing about this icing, it is a little hard to pipe with. Like the parts that I'm going to be piping, those I'm going to, most likely I'm going to have to add a little bit more powdered sugar to make it a little bit stiffer. Here's 1 cup. Yesterday we had a practice and it went great. Like the kids were practicing like their entrances and the waltz and the performance and everything, and I got to hand off my nephew's shirt to my sister so that they can iron it out and have it ready for the party and everything. Whipping this together. I've hit a dilemma. I underestimated how big my pot was because it's too much. I'm gonna have to get my second bowl of this and see if I can split them evenly and see if I can somehow manage that. Oh my gosh, I don't know. I feel like I just messed this up. Damn it. I'm gonna incorporate one here, and then when I split it, it's gonna be less work because I just have to split it right down the middle and add 2 cans each. You know, if I would have split it now before adding the condensed milk, I would have had to split 5 cans in half. And as we all know, I am not good at math. So let's leave it at that. Okay, I think that's good. Kind of zoned out for a little bit. I came back to look and it's like, it's huge. Okay, yeah, it was a good idea to do that because I definitely have to split this in half. Dang it, I got dirty again. How am I gonna split this in half? Oh my god. I just have to commit, right? Blam. Okay. I chopped it in half and I'm just gonna slowly carve it out. Let me know. Does that look like half? Hey, that looks pretty good. That looks like half to me. If I just say so myself. So that's that. And then this one is this. I just threw it in here like a gorilla because who cares? Put this back in here and just start beating the shit out of here. All right. Where's my, oh, I knew it. It's hiding from me. I'm going to do this one first because it's easier because it's closer to me. Okay, get this one and put it in the bowl. I love that guy's videos. They're hilarious. He reminds me of, is his name Carl from Jimmy Neutron? You know, the redhead. I'm sorry if I just offended everybody. I formally apologize. I think I ripped it. Did I rip my silicone thing? I did. No, that's okay. I'm going to use you until you completely disintegrate. So don't worry about me trying to replace you. This type of spatula for baking and stuff. Wow. How do people do it without it? I have no clue. Oh, rude. It just exploded. You gotta be freaking kidding me, man. Freaking sucking on my toes. Did I just get that on me? Is it on me? Put the garbage in the trash. Yeah, I just washed my hands again. Yeah. My hands are dirty again. Damn it. All right, everything is ready. Now we're gonna switch over there, and I'm gonna start cutting up all the cakes, and we're gonna start stacking. Here's the first one. I have this one on a grid because I only have one 12-inch mold. This is a 12-inch. Here's a 12-inch mold. I just flip it onto my hand. Flip it down here. Okay, and then here are the 9-inch. So vanilla's gonna go on top of chocolate, and then these are gonna go on top of these. That's the plan. And then the other cake, the square one, that one is going to be tres leches. I don't know if I should go ahead and cut that one. Boop, 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 beep, boop. Bongos. Okay, here's all the cake bases that I'm going to be using. So this one is going to be for the tres leches one. This one is for this one. I gotta cut it down. And then this one is for the big boy. So I'm gonna cut this down first. Make sure it's exactly how I need it, because this is going to support this cake while it goes on top of this one. Okay, so it is Thursday. It is about to be 3 in the afternoon. I have been cleaning the house like a mad woman. I'm just getting everything ready for the family that's going to come and stay with us. If you can hear noise in the back, they're working on the master bathroom still. And I'm also making chicken nuggets for the kids because they're home. And the cakes are all stacked. I wasn't going to stack the one that tres leches yesterday, but after I finished stacking the buttercream ones, I was like, I'm so exhausted. I need to dedicate dedicate tomorrow to just decorating. I don't think that I can stack another cake. I'm just gonna have lunch really quickly because I did take a shower because I didn't want to take a shower tomorrow because my hair takes an eternity to dry. So I was like, I'm just gonna take a shower today, like full shower, hair and everything, so that I don't have to deal with that tomorrow. So I'm going to start decorating, and then I probably have to stop decorating around 5 because we gotta go to the practice. And then I'm not too sure. I think practice ends like around 7. So we're gonna come right back and I'm gonna see if maybe I can finish decorating or at least advance it a little bit. And then tomorrow I should finish before the party. The party starts at 6. And my nail fell off again while I was changing the bed sheets. Found the piece again. I kept it. I'm going to glue it back on tomorrow when I do my makeup because I'm not going to have enough time to do it right now. Let's get to doing everything. Okay, first things first, I have to make more black buttercream because both of the cakes, the base is going to be black. And then the tres leches cake, the base is going to stay white. I think I might have to use this entire thing. That's okay. Okay, the time has come to stack the cakes. In the center. Today is the day of the party and I haven't decorated anything. I prepped the piping bags and everything, so I'm just going to decorate. It is currently 9:30 in the morning, and you know, like since family arrived last night, we were catching up and all I did was just stack the cakes and then that was it. Like I piped the border around the seam and now I have to start actually decorating. I made 4 different colors for the cake. So there's gonna be pink, purple, orange, and green. And I'm just gonna do like a little like design like similar to this, like just like these types of designs all over the cake. So we'll see how it turns out. I'm going to be sitting at the table though because I'm tired. I gotta get to work because then I gotta start getting ready for the party. I gotta get the kids ready and then we gotta get there around, I think like 4:30. It's probably like the latest and I should probably show up. So yeah, let's get to work. So I used a toothpick and I pretty much like drew the design so that I know exactly what I want to do and I'm not struggling. And this is all I'm going to do. I'm just gonna do this and then I cut some flowers. They're the same flowers that are being used throughout the entire quince and I'm going to put them right here. Exactly where there's like some of the crumb coat is like showing through. So I'm just gonna put them right here to cover that up and yeah, that's pretty much how cake decorating is. You're just covering up other mistakes. So these are the colors that I'm gonna be using. Very pretty. And I'm gonna use a circle tip. I'm doing this thickness because I think it would look better if it's thicker, so that it's more noticeable. And this was pretty much the inspiration for the design. This is to hold tequila. It's hecho en Mexico. And I'm pretty much doing like this. And then instead of having like these here, I put them on the sides and then remove one of the dots so that it's like two of these. So I'm going to get to piping because I want to get this done as soon as possible so that I can take the final photos and everything and get this over with faster. Are done. So now it is 12:30. I'm going to start getting ready. First thing first, I'm going to put my nail back on. I have the piece, I saved it, so I'm gonna just glue it back on and then start doing my makeup. But before I do that, I'm going to quickly apply some of this micellar water, clean my face up a little bit. I'm gonna put some eye patches on because I didn't get to sleep all that much last night and I woke up early as always, so I kinda wanna watch Fallout. I'm almost done with the series, but I just haven't had the time to like sit down and watch it. I was gonna watch it while I was decorating, but then I was like, oh, this needs all of my attention. I can't just, you know, I can't mindlessly do it. I'm gonna just quickly glue my nail back on, and you literally can't see anything that I'm doing, but I just want to make sure that it's on there. Okay, it's on there. Going to do a little coat of gel. This would probably be so much simpler if I wasn't like recording the way that I am, but whatever. I just need it to be on here for the night. Like all my other nails, doing great, but you know, I haven't slammed it up against granite countertops or anything, so it was just that one finger, which is so frustrating. But I'm excited. I can't wait for the party. We're gonna see a lot of people that we know and everything, and it's like these days, like it's been harder and harder to like hang out and stuff because, you know, everything is so expensive and nobody really has time like that anymore. The older you get, that's how it gets, you know. We have to literally make appointments for each other to make sure that we can actually hang out, and it will be like a good hangout. It won't just be like 5 minutes. Surgery. All right, let's put these eye bags on. Eye bags? Eye patches. Goodness gracious. And I always do another one on my forehead. I wasn't gonna do it, but I need it. I put it right here in between the 11s, because after you turn 25, collagen just dissipates and it's like harder and harder for, you know, your skin to like regenerate and stuff like that. So I'm not a skin guru or makeup guru by any means, but That I do know.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Just going to straighten my bangs, and I think I'm just gonna do that. Have my hair down. I'm not gonna do anything special because I don't want to. I gotta wash all my brushes because I haven't washed any. And I need to brush my hair. I should really get a bigger brush. This one's so tiny. I think it takes me much longer to brush it. I have my dress on. Because I'm done. This side always comes out so much better. It always wants to show the other side. Like, look at me and look at you. And that's the difference between us. I forgot to put some jewelry on. There we go. The flower matches my ring. One at a time, because I like to get overexcited. Try to put more than one earring in at a time, and it's like, girl, stop it. You only have 2 fingers, 2 hands. Oh my god, 2 fingers. What am I, a crab? Oh my gosh, it's 4. We gotta go now. I gotta get the cakes in the car. Okay, I'll see you at the party. Good morning. It is Saturday, the day after the party. I just woke up. The party went great. The performance went great. The margaritas were good. The tacos were good. There was a lot of Mexican candy that my sister got, and she had them on the table, and they're really good. I haven't had a paleta payaso in so long until yesterday, and I didn't realize that. Whoa, how long has it been since I've had one? But my nail fell off again. I don't think I'm gonna stick it back on. It's just gonna keep on falling off. Almost all of the tres leches cake was eaten up, and the top tier of the buttercream cake gone. The bottom tier was still intact for I left, so I don't know if somebody else, got more. A really good turnout. There was a lot of people. Everybody was dancing. It was great conversations. The vibes were really good. When my sister danced with my niece, oh my gosh, she had everybody in tears. It was beautiful. Just me thinking about it like makes me want to tear up. Yeah, we still have family here, so we're probably gonna go hang out with them for a little bit. It was great. It was really awesome. My sister did a great job. Our family that came to help out, they were amazing help, like very much appreciated. Everybody had a great time last night. The kids still passed out. That's why I'm talking so low. They were running around eating candy, and it was just craziness. It was crazy. The mariachis, they were great. It was fun. There was a lot of great people there that we very much, love and appreciate. Thank you for coming along with me on this journey of making, the embroidery of like the dress, the shirt, and making the cakes. Like that was wow. Like I'm really happy and satisfied with how everything turned out. And now they have this token to forever remember the party. Thank you so much for watching and, tagging along with me, helping me make these creations and stuff. This is editing Jenny coming in because I just realized that I never really ended the vlog. I'm sorry. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you for sticking around. I know this one was freaking long, but I think that making this video as long as it was kind of necessary because the past pretty much 4 vlogs have been, prepping for this performance and the party and the cake and everything, and it just, finally just like wrapped it all together. And I love that I was able to show you little glimpses of the party and stuff. And yes, they look weird because they're kind of blurred and cropped weird because, I want to preserve people's privacy and stuff. And if you like these vlogs, please consider subscribing, liking, turning on notifications so you know when I post. And yeah, I will see you in the next one. Bye. I have to planchar. What the heck is the word? Iron? Is that what it's just called? It's just called ironing? Ripped Ponyo shirt. There's a hole right here. Ponyo loves ham, because she does, and she ate, left no crumbs. Wait, ingenuity, right? Where was I going with that? Oh,